What's up, folks? Positive Paul. Here we are on Monday, May 10th, 2021. And while the sad sack Satanist, the lapdog Luciferians, the creepy chameleon Canaanites, the foolish Freemasons that follow them, and remember, the Blue Lodge boys are clueless. They don't understand what goes on at the top. I'm not out to castigate everyone, but it drives you crazy to see a situation where people, they don't know truth from lie. But what they do know is it's easier to turn a blind eye to things, to stick your head in the sand. Now, I always say if you believe a lie, you live a lie. And I always wondered, and we're going to stick to the Americans here as it relates to this targeting and the so-called gang stalking program, that there's these government agents running around the United States hassling innocent citizens, and there's a method to their madness. But you would think the people that get themselves involved in the stalking, because that's what it is, folks, plain and simple. If you're following people around, it's called stalking, and it's a crime. And it comes down to the authorities want to make you think they can't do their job anymore. That's what they're telling you when they need this gigantic perp army that's been set up in the United States. And it's a layered cake, folks. And we know who's involved. But you would think that these people would say to themselves, wow, do I want to really be involved in this? Am I being lied to? But it's gotten to the point where there is no discernment. It's just a matter of if an authority figure comes to you and tells you to do something, apparently that's all it takes anymore, folks. But of course, they entice you with what, folks? Money, material things, and promises of security and safety. Oh, you just join our community watch. And don't worry, when you're out there stalking and you're hassling these so-called targets, if one of them gets out of hand and does something to you, we've got your back. Don't worry. There's nothing that can happen to you. And so these, we'll call them individuals, blindly go along with this. So yes, while the dirty dog Draco reptoid Hollywood hybrid hacks continue their freak show on social media pretending to be something they're not, there is a small group of other individuals who are on the receiving end of this harassment. And what do I say, folks? Who's the targets? Satanic ritual abuse survivors at the top of the list. It all circles back to that. Then who's next? Military. Then who's next? These supposed whistleblowers. Now, yes, there used to be whistleblowers, folks, but do you understand what happens to a real whistleblower? I don't think you do. They're not sitting in cushy houses and homes, sitting with bookcases behind them, spouting off about how this government program works, or may not work, because you've got it's just disinformation running rampant throughout social media, but it's truly designed to cover up satanic ritual abuse, specifically the remaining survivors. More importantly, people that would be in my age group. I want to still believe there may be people from the 50s. These people would be in their mid-60s. I'm 54. So if you look at this in a mathematical sense, on who would be a satanic ritual abuse survivor? Is it going to be some little snot-nosed 20-year-old supposed TI on YouTube talking about being followed around by red, white, and black cars, being mobbed at a grocery store, being sabotaged? Well, yeah, maybe. Could be, you never know. I don't discount everything. But see, it's the mealy-mouthed testimony, folks. I've watched this stuff for 5 years. And I know who is pretending to be something they're not, and who may be the real deal. See, people think that somehow, if they don't, I don't get this. If they somehow are withholding information, or they're afraid that things are going to get worse, it doesn't matter what you do. You need to stand up like a man or a woman and speak the truth. And let the chips fall where they may. Don't be scared. So what you always do is you understand Hebrews chapter 13. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what men shall do unto me. Now, if you people think by hiding in your houses and pretending to be a targeted individual, or you think you're a targeted individual, and you can't properly document your targeting, how the hell would you ever bring these supposed gang stalkers to justice? How would you stand up in a court of law if there was one for a targeted individual, when you can't even state the time, the day, the date, the location in your videos? See, this is the first clue of a fraud, a phony. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Some of you have been listening to me for a while, but you must not pay attention. You just do what you want. And so what? You think you're going to be on social media spouting off about this so-called targeting when you can't even document your targeting properly. Now, the targeted individual community has been a joke. It was designed to mitigate the satanic ritual abuse survivors' testimony from the get-go. All social media. Get it through your thick heads. And We know social media does not want the truth anywhere. And we also know part of our problem concerns these hybrids, these Satanists that have to cover their tracks every day, every hour, every minute, and every second, because they're one step away from it looks like, if you follow scripture, to be wiped off the face of the earth, folks. It looks like there's a changing of guard going to take place, so we're told. But see, here's the other thing too. Around 3 years ago, I continually made the statements of the reasons of the targeting. And I would always say it has something to do with the Abrahamic blood link. Has something to do with satanic ritual abuse. Has something to do with people that were experimented on against their will or unknowingly. I do believe that some type of experimentation may still go on, but folks, as you hear the stories as they're purported on the internet, social media platforms, it's all garbage. How many people bought into this remote neural monitoring system, the R&M supercomputer? Do you realize there's no such thing? Yes, there is a supercomputer somewhere. And it's tied to people that have implants. And it's not some little snot-nosed 20-year-old so-called TI on YouTube. If you people think that that's all it takes, that they can fire up a computer, send a transmission, a signal, and all of a sudden, what, you're out there shooting up people? Get a fucking clue. I was put through trauma-based mind control from the get-go. Stuff with implants, and they still couldn't do shit. They're failures. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. But, again, it's a joke on YouTube. What is a targeted individual? This now is the #1 hit with String Bean, aka Richard Bruce, #2, and it's all the same shit. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Rehashing. There's nothing new under the sun, folks, because the real targets are censored. It amazes me when I see people have hundreds of comments on their videos. I can't even barely get 1-2 comments. And if it is, sometimes they'll leave these numbskull comments on my videos to make me look bad. And trust me, I know there's good people that have been following me. So don't worry, I don't lump you all in the same basket. And again, if you people want to dip your toes into the conspiracy theory world, you better have some, big cojones and stand up like a man or woman. This isn't a little game. So I've tried to do this video a couple times with numerous interruptions. Ever since my first video back on in probably, it was August 2016 on Facebook, I've had resistance with the people around me. The only reason why I'm still hanging around, folks, is because I got a brain and I use it. And that's why they had to make sure they got to me right from the get-go. My parents handed me over to the Satanist willingly or they were a bunch of dumbasses. But I'm not the only one. The problem is I'm the only dumbass that survived this, apparently. Because there's not one male that I have found in 5 years that can properly document their situation as it relates to MK Ultra. Now, how can that be? Are there people in my age group that somehow squeaked by and they're sitting in cushy homes? Hey, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I wasn't smart enough. Or was it more of as I went through my life, little did I know there were hundreds of people, if not thousands, on call to make sure I didn't go down the right path. It's about distracting the individual so they can't figure out what happened to them as a child. And this all goes back to the destruction of children, folks. This is what if it comes down in order to wipe out humanity, humans, and have the hybrids take over, you have to destroy children. Because if you let a child grow, educate them, more likely they're going to be God-fearing people, and they will get in the way of these Satanists, folks. But what do? What have we seen now for as long as I've been alive? They're always fighting the bad guys, but they can never, ever finish the job. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video is going to become apparent at the very end. And I can't do these videos anymore. It's impossible. I guess I could whip up a good Bible study for the so-called watchmen to use my ideas, use my material, and I've seen it done. I've seen it done, folks. And again, if I don't defend myself, who will? See, I can prove everything I say. I can back up everything I say. I know how to document my evidence. You've seen this over the years. Knucklehead here, Numbnuts, Richard Bruce, the fake phony T.I. How many people think, oh, all of a sudden, this monstrosity of this government program harassment machine was unleashed on him because of reptilian shapeshifter analysis videos? Hey, man, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn, people. Why would they choose him of all people to go on Vice back then? So yeah, this video is just, it's the same old, me complaining, ranting and raving. But you know what though? I told you people, your day's almost up. For those that think you're just gonna sit in your little cushy home, spout off on social media, whatever it is, yeah, that's coming to an end soon. Now, why do I do this? Why do I speak the way I do? Because I'm tired of being woken up in the middle of the night, my head and ears ringing, pulsating, my feet. They got implants in both my ankles, all over. And I can't get any medical help. There's no legal help. So you know what? That's right. I'm going to give my testimony of Jesus Christ. And that's what I've been doing down here in Mexico for 5 years. But I've exhausted everybody. They don't want to hear it anymore. Just leave us alone. We don't care if the day of the Lord is coming or not. Remember, folks, You believe a lie, you live a lie. Can't even think that maybe you'd be lied to, and maybe you shouldn't behave. See, in order to change behavior, you got to change perception. And the way you change perception is let's just take two individuals, a male and a female. All right, females got the female intuition, right? Males are they're tuned in too. You share ideas, you listen. And if you come to a conclusion that's not in sync, not in agreement, well, hey, that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But if the information you've been given gives you the perception that something is a certain way when really it's the exact opposite, and now your behavior's changed to where you become hostile, well, look, and that it works perfect, folks, right? An authority figure, all an authority figure has to do now is walk up to anybody in the United States and say, hey, look, your neighbor's under investigation. We need you to be a little snitch and keep an eye on him or her. All right, we want you to join our little community watch program. And what we'll do for you in return, hey, maybe we'll fix your house up. Hey, we'll give you a car, a phone, so when we call, you make sure you answer that phone. And matter of fact, we're going to pay you money to be a snitch because we can't do our job anymore. How many people understand what I'm saying? How many people out there, if you were allowed to listen to this video, if I can post it, if I can finish it, make a comment and say, yes, Paul, I understand what you're saying and I'm sorry what you're going through. No, you just want to sit in your little false reality, your own little cushy worlds. If it's not my backyard, who cares? Well, you know who cares? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who pulled my feet out of the fire. And this is how this works, folks. People, individuals, have worked hard my whole life to put me out of my misery, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. And now my 80-year-old parents have to stay in denial. They brainwash my son's mom to hate me. They who knows what they say. And it's amazing that see look, these baby boomers, some of them did maybe make bad decisions. They didn't know what they're getting themselves into. But then as it relates to the Satanist, if you go against the Satanist, boy, that's right, they'll drain your bank account somehow. They'll start harassing you. They don't care if you're 90 years old. They'll send these little pissant gang stalkers out there to harass whoever. These soulless creatures. Now, most humans wouldn't do this. Most humans would say, wait a minute, Mr. FBI, Mr. Homeland Security, you want me to be a snitch? Because what, you can't do your job? These little pissant, whoever they are, camped out down here in Rosarito Beach, Mexico. They won't even face me. They send out the good folk, the God-fearing good folk, to be these mindless automatons running around, all for what, a peso? So look, again, I'm not mad at any Mexican. I just happen to be here because my son's mom is Mexican. And I wish, there was a way to say, hey, look, United States is a done deal, folks. You need to get your people out of there. But no, look, it's not just one country. It's the whole entire world that has their hopes pinned on America and the almighty dollar, right? Is that what it comes down to, folks? Brass tacks. Hey, I need my money. I got to feed my family. I got to pay my mortgage. I got to pay my rent. I don't care about what your problems are because your problems aren't my problems and they never will be. I don't know how you found yourself in that situation, but that bad luck won't find me because I am a stiff-necked, hard-hearted person that knows that somehow, I'm not going to be sinking in the quicksand with you. Well, folks, look, this mentality has destroyed anything that was good about the United States, but the reality is it's all been a setup from the get-go. So let's do this quick, because I got to get this out of my system. And when I show you at the end of this video of why all hope is lost and it don't sink in, don't come crying to me when the day comes and you're in those fenced off pens sucking your thumbs crying for your mommies that sold you out. Now you think numbnuts, is he a Gentile? Is this freak of nature a Gentile? Does he got salvation? He knows scripture. He knows Jesus. Reptilian shapeshifter video analysis, huh? All you shapeshifter analysis people. Bunch of lazy lying lizards. Lazy lying lizards. Now, these squeaky from types, specifically, you know who. Salvation's just there. Be your Mother Gaia. Oh, be in tune. Yeah, that's right. You know nothing about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who's going to smash your little false reality. What do they tell you in Deuteronomy chapter 18? Stay away from familiar spirits. Stay away from enchanters, charmers, witches. Yada, yada, yada. But do you think these squeaky froms out there, do you think they understand Deuteronomy chapter 18? Or more importantly, all the way back in Leviticus, they started telling you. No, they don't. They don't. So squeaky froms, little sisters on a government list. Can you believe this? They just smoking and joking in their little cushy homes with all their expensive video equipment, all their expensive communications equipment, with their microphones and their little setups. Do you think they know anything about the targeting? I highly doubt it. Squeaky from. Now, I got to go back to this because this is so disgusting that these people steal my testimony. Again, where's the males? Where are they? You people still listening to Ted Gunderson, all the other malarkey that's been out there? If these people were such do-gooders, why are we still knee-deep in this bullshit? Nobody gets out of this, folks. If you think you're some kind of whistleblower, I guarantee you, if you're the real deal, you're going to find yourself on the street, and your balance in your bank account's going to be zero, and you're looking for your next meal. You're not sitting in some little house with a bookcase behind you. Her pastor was SRA programming the congregation. What'd I tell you, assholes? Adult can only be brainwashed through mass mind control, through entertainment. You got to get to these children right off the get-go. Now, the iron not mixing with miry clay. Do you understand that this targeted individual community is a big fucking sham? Every single person. Who's left? What, Jubilina Redeemed? As she's shape-shifting off the charts? Is she a Gentile? See, look, none of you people supported me. So this is what you're going to get from me. If I had a little bit of support, then maybe I wouldn't be giving you all a hard time. But no, there never was any support from day one. Now, now I've got some very nice people that have reached out to me. I appreciate that. Remember, I'm not lumping everybody in a basket, but it also seems that a lot of you don't know nothing about the targeting. You know, it's just... I don't know what to make of that. There's people suffering. And some of you do know. And remember, I'm doing these videos under duress. I'm pissed off. So my intention is not to disenfranchise good people that are listening to me. But I have to do this over and over again to repeat myself, to make sure I drill it into these sad sack Satanist little pea brains that I know who you are, what you're up to. If you're on social media talking about MK Ultra, talking about Montauk Project, you get on my radar, you better damn well make sure you got your acts together. Moggins. Look at this. Look at this. It's freaking nature. Hey, I'm still here, folks. I'm still here. And these little pissant hybrids, they drop like flies. Pop goes the weasel. One disinfo agent goes down, another pops up. One phony TI goes down, another pops up. Secure team. Yeah. Badger. Where the hell's Armored Saint? Where are you, Armored Saint? I haven't seen you. I got a funny feeling about you, too. And Angie, I love you, girl, but you keep supporting Ochu when everybody's proven him to be a phony fraud. Take a look at your boy Badger. Everything, what I tell you, when everything else in the picture is fine, but the individual's all messed up, it's not hard to understand what's going on here. Oh, Badger report. How is my audio and video? And what does Meerkat say? Ooh, audio and video good. Oh, Angie. Hi, Brock. Audio is great. But see, Angie saw this. And look, these people are supposed to be, helping each other out. And they can't tell Badger, hey, dude, man, you got to stop your live stream, dude. You're shape-shifting off the charts. Who remembers Luke 23-24 with her boyfriend Sapanic and Palackinger? Now, see, it's gotten to the point where these assholes are so nervous now that everything that these frauds talk about, they're all hanging around me. These fallen angels, these anomalies, these so-called unidentified flying objects. And it cracks me up. I point this stuff out to you people in your videos, and then you act like you knew something and you saw it. I'm on to all of you folks, all right? Because you can't be me. Get it through your thick heads. Now, you might have salvation, but you're going to go through a tribulation first. You are going to know what it's like to be starving. You're going to know what it's like to be scared and not knowing if you're going to live or die 1 minute to the next. You just wait and see. You think these aliens, the Anunnaki, are coming? Oh, man. So, okay, the Pentagon now has to get on board. Ooh, okay. They're showing these, like, grainy videos from fighter jets years back. Come on, give us something fresh. Who gives you fresh material every time, folks? Positive Paul. What about these little weasels here? The Baby Draco hybrid, James Rink, the so-called Montauk boy. Man, they've been wishing and hoping for years I go away, folks. But I already know. I know how this all unfolds, and I'm not giving out any more information. This is why they keep my YouTube channel up. And I'm not giving out any more information because none of you deserve it. Yeah, maybe some of you do. Maybe the Baby Draco hybrid James Rink can help you out. Now, this creature, Jerome Corsi. You're a failure. You're a fraud. Oh, Q, you spent 4 years. Q, white hats. Oh, restore the republic. Going on the Alex Jones show. Baby Jabba the Hutt. Cover your face, you freak. Oh my God. Oh my God. David Icke, man. Boy. See, look, folks, I listened to Art Bell in the late 90s. When did me and Steve, my buddy Steve back in New Jersey, it would have been, probably around 98. I started listening to Art Bell. But I wasn't awake. I had no clue about me being involved in MK Ultra. Whatever they did on me worked for a while. I mean, I knew people were following me. They were trying to set me up in little entrapment schemes, workman's comp fraud, other things I could explain. But David Icke, man. How big you think his bank account is, folks? Oh, this freak, Hefner. That's right. Cover your face, you freak. Cover your face, you hybrid freak. That's right. Oh, Stewie, little Stewie and Witchy Poo. Little Stewie and Witchy Poo. Stuart, I don't know why they're keeping you around, Stewie. I think your number's almost punched there, pal. It's amazing. You rode this Montauk thing all the way up to what? Around 2018, and then they start dropping like flies. And because I don't count, what, you're the only one left? 4 people? Oh, little Stewie. That's right. Little Stewie. He was sent back in time in order to murder Jesus. Oh, man. How many people have I knocked off YouTube? Jane Tandy, Book Sam, they're all pulled their channels because I had all their numbers. You freaks. That's right. You no salvation freak hybrid. Now, Flores. I'm going to go back to this character, Flores, who I tried to, way back in 2016 on Facebook, hook up with him. Again, no support, no nothing. And this asshole here, he was putting stuff on the internet about how America was going to a full-scale war with China. I got it. Don't worry. We're going to go over this, buddy boy. Yeah, you're sitting on the border. What? Oh, hunting human traffickers? Or are you getting in the way of the Border Patrol? How's that work? That they let you run around the border like that? Huh? Whose payroll are you on, you freak? Witchy Poo. Oh man, I've totally forgotten about her. Miss China Jones. Oh, Skywatch. Look at all the pretty colors in the sky. Look at the faces. Yeah. You freak. You think you can mock me? Yeah. Never were that smart there, toots. Now, I liked Katrina Maria, but how's this happen, folks? How's this happen when everything else in the video is just fine and the individual seems to have some issues here? I noticed she stopped making videos too. But see, she did stand up for herself against me, so hey, there's some credit there. Numbnuts. Project Camelot. Biggest fucking joke on YouTube with Greer. All of them. Now, the little Cupid doll Nania. I don't know what the hell your deal is there, girl. You do great videos, have a lovely voice, but your message to Zeph Daniel back on January 15th, 2011, very interesting. Very interesting. See, once I called all you people out, you started removing your videos concerning Zeph. Yeah, well, hey, good luck to you all. And good luck to you too, Zeph. Jubilina, man, what the? Come on, girl, tell me you're the real thing. Please, please, come on. Just one. I want one real TI. She never supported me at all, but she hung around all the phonies. Ken Price, Ochu. I got all the screenshots of the communications of the comments, folks. They're all on an SD card. I can make all you look like fools that you are. Yo, Tina. Treading on serpents. Remember, the fingers, the graying of the fingers, it's the fallen DNA. These freaks. Hollywood hybrid hack. And Barton's like, Positive Paul, lighten up, come on. Please leave us alone, Positive Paul. We want you to go away. One brown eye and one blue eye. Oh. Oh, man. This is so bad, folks. Please, Jesus, come. Quick. Save us. Oh, man. Baby Jabba the... Did these people realize that, yeah, you had this world, but there's no salvation? And they serve up their lies, these lazy lying lizards. Here, okay, remember the Draco. Remember the Draco. Remember the Draco, folks. How does this guy get refugee protection from the U.S.? How does this work? I reached out to this guy. Hey, come up to Rosarito Beach, man. I'm a satanic ritual abuse survivor. MK Ultra, I'm loaded down with implants. Oh, he blew me off. He's there to mock me. Snitz. Oh, Miles. Yeah, save the queen. You old curmudgeon, man. At Ramallah, always looking bewildered and quizzical. R&M supercomputer. Robert Duncan. CIA scientist, whistleblower. It's so sad. My iron doesn't mix with miry clay. Yeah, cover your mouth up, you freak. Human or hybrid, choice or a threat for mankind. Man, do these people understand scripture? I know Joe does. The Fulton Informer, right? Joe understands scripture, isn't he? He talks a good game. But we got a problem. We got a problem, folks. Russ Dizdar. Oh, Hey, Russ. Hey, dunk me into a sauna. Release the demons. You fraud. Lazy lying lizard. Anthony. Tinkerbell. Dancing in his apartment up in North Park, San Diego. Look at them choppers, man. He stopped making videos too, I guess. I don't know. I haven't checked in with him recently. Okay, see what I tell you. Don't be hanging around familiar spirits or wizards or any of that stuff. Stay away. Deuteronomy 18. Crocodile Dundee. They're all in Australia. Hey, if I see these phonies from Australia on your comment section hanging around with you and you're palsy wowsy, chumsy wumsy, that's not good, folks. Come on, get a clue. Look at James' hand, man. Look at that. It's the lobster claw. Oh man. Pardon again. The same thing as Blubber Boy Brian too. One blue eye, one brown eye. Look, what I tell you about the bucktooth varmint effect, folks. Oh, Ocho, you are such a disgrace. You're such a disgrace to your own people. And no, we're not all human. Get it through your thick heads, you goofballs. Well, Corey, with your spaghetti hands. Now, Jake, the reason why Jake is on here because I love him. This guy minds his manners. This guy is intelligent. And this guy I pray for. Jake, thank you for hearting my comment the other week. I will never, ever, I will always hold you in high regard. You and Richie. And JK Bugout and Breaker, my favorite Draco hybrids, right, folks? Who's the other one? I forget. I'm having memory lapse. One blue eye, one brown eye. Blubber Boy Brian 2. Ooh, R&M supercomputer. The computer multiplexer routes the signal through the tower, satellite, or mobile platform, and then is routed to the target through the injection feedback loop. And once the signal hits the target, it influences its behavior and causes the target to go and do whatever the R&M supercomputer tells it to do. R&M supercomputer told me to shut down the YouTube frauds, and I complied. But yes, folks, he's on Mount Kilimanjaro, dodging the R&M supercomputer. Oh my goodness. It hasn't worked yet, has it there, Blubber Boy Brian? God, Kyle. Oh no. How's this happen, man? Why? Talking out of the side of your mouth. Why is this guy in Colombia, man? Who's he hanging out with? Pablo Escobar? Now, look, this is the point I want to get to. Don't you just love Pastor Sandy Armstrong? His Bible studies are solid. Everything this guy talks about is solid. But we got a problem, Houston. See, man, do you really want me to cut loose? I can go on BitChute and really start ratcheting down on all you. But BitChute won't publish my videos. Again, I've got one sitting there that they won't publish. Because they know I got the goods on all you freaks. All you freaks. What did I tell you, assholes? When everything else is fine in the video, look at the speaker, the drum set, the whiteboard, the suit, the rug. But what happened there? You people are starting to fucking piss me off. Do you understand that? I've about had it with all you. So for the last time, we know iron and miry clay don't mix.